the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your son.
Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Oakland Raiders. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory.
Ready, break.
Check the out. Right. He's done.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. That one goes for 30 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Bravo!
Robinson to throw on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
It's complete to Brown, right side. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
It's our time. 31's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it.
To throw is Robinson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again. And that's not a surprise at all. His ability...
Go now. 18 Gators.
They start the drive with Martin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Martin. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. 10 over.
Let's go. Deep, tighten up.
Deep grip.
Robinson now, operating from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Over the middle here to Brown. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Robinson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Robinson. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. There you have it.
Set 70, Indy.
Tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
Now Robinson on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Here's Robinson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson.
You got it. You got it.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
Check 26.
Robinson looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we?